Article 1308. The contract must be in both contracting parties. Its validity or compliance cannot be left to the will of one of them. Article 1309. The determination of the performance may be left to a third person, whose decision cannot be binding after it been made known to both the contracting parties. Article 13. The determination shall not be obligatory if it is evidently inequitable. In such case, the cost shall be decided but is equitable under the circumstances. Article 13.12. In contract creating real rights, third person who come in the possession of the object of the contract are bound thereby, subject to the provision of the mortgage law and the land registration law. Article 13.30. Creditors are protected in cases of contract intended to defraud them. Article 13.14. Any third person who induces another to violate its contract shall be liable for damages to the other contracting parties. Article 13.16. Where contracts such as deposit, pledge, and commandatum are not perfected until the delivery of the object of the obligation. Article 13.20. An acceptance may be expressed or implied. Article 13.21. The persons making the offer may fix the time, place, and manner of the acceptance. All of these must be complied with. Article 13.22. An offer made through an agent is accepted from the time acceptance is communicated to him. Article 13.23. An offer becomes ineffective upon the death of civil interdiction and insanity or insolvency of either party before acceptance is conveyed. Article 13.25. Unless it appears otherwise, business advertisement of things per se are not definite offers but mere invite invitation to make an offer. Article 13.26. Advertisement for bidder are simply with the invitation to make proposal and the advertisers not bound to accept the higher or lowest bidder unless the contrary appears. Article 13.27. The following are cannot given consent to a contract: 1. An emancipated minor; 2. Incensed or demented person; and deaf mute who do not know how to write. Article 13.30. A contract where consent is given through mistake, violence, intimidation, undue influence, or fraud is voidable. Article 13.33. There is no mistake if the parties alleging known to doubt, contingency, or risk affecting the object of the contract. Article 13.34. Mutual error as to the legal effect of an agreement when the real purpose of the parties is frustrated may vitiate, vitiated, vitiate consent. Article 1336. Violence or imitation shall annul the obligation, although it may happen employed by a third person who did not take part in the or consent in the contract. Article 1338. There is a fraud when through insidious word or machination of one the contracting parties, the other is induced to enter into contract without them he could he would not have to agree to. Article 1339. Failure to disclose facts when there is a duty to reveal them, as when the parties are bound by confidential relation, constitution, constitute fraud. Article 1340. The useful agreed adjuration is in trade when the other party are an opportunity to know fact are not in themselves fraudulent. Article 1341. A mere expression of an option does not signify fraud unless made by an expert, and the other parties replied on the former special knowledge. Article 1342. Mis misrepresentation by a third person who does not violate consent unless such misrepresentation has created substantial mistake in the same end is mutual. Article 1343. Misinterpretation made in good faith is not fraudulent but may constitute error. Article 1345. Simulation of construct may be absolute or relative. The former takes place when the parties do not intend to be bound at all. The latter, the latter when the party conceal their true agreement.